All right. Good day, Reno. Good day, Los Angeles. My guest today is I've known this people for a while now, for years. Like the story I always tell everyone is that I was in the area of El Granada, passing out flyers in that parking lot. I didn't even know that that parking lot you couldn't pass flyers, but I did it anyway. I was passing out flyers, and then I heard bachata music, Hoja e Blanco, uh, uh, and I didn't think it was a band. I thought it was just recording. I was like, okay. And then Kenny said, "Oh, there's a live band." Oh, I was like, okay, so Monkey and Alexandre is there. No, I was like, what? Like they got back together because at that time they broke up. I was like, you mean to say they're together again? I was like, no, this is Invasion Latina. I was like, oh wow, that's a where they come from. It's like they live in here, LA. It's like, oh yeah, you got to introduce me to him. It's like, oh yeah, I got to introduce you to Emerson. He's like the director or whatever. It's like I didn't even know that there is a bachata band in LA besides Freddie Munoz, and at that time already, Munoz is pretty much quit already. I think he already went to the Dominican Republic and married a Dominican. But but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to welcome um, Emerson and Marlene from
Hello.
Invasion Latina from Los Angeles, Southern California. Say hi, everyone.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Rodney, for your invitation. We are so
Well,
happy to be here.
of
We're
course.
excited because for the next year, first God, we are going to be with you guys at Hawaii. The whole band is very excited. So we have to practice more and more and more and more. So we want to give you the best for all of you guys.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys. I know we lost touch for like maybe 2 years during the pandemic or whatever, or even before that, and I'm glad to reconnect with you guys. And since I missed being connected with you for like 3 years, a lot of things have happened.
Yeah.
You did a duet with Manny Rod,
Yeah.
from the former member of Grupo Extra, and
Mhm.
then Emerson managed several artists like Danny J and even Grupo Extra for that matter. And
Yeah.
now Emerson is now into being the sound man that he is, and not just a sound man because you guys do things differently now. Not just the band, but you guys produce events. You guys do the lighting, the sound system, and even the background where,
Video
the
wall.
background when they perform. What do you call it? A big screen or whatever. Or
Yeah, video
Yeah.
backdrop,
wall.
that's it called. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. And so there's a lot of things happen. So I guess I'm just gonna have to ask, what's new?
Yeah. Well, so we have been working during this pandemic. Have been a lot of hard things. So we keep going, working and doing music. So right now we are working for a new single. Maybe we are going to release this year or maybe for the next year in 2023.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and a cover called Ya Acabó. It's like a Mexican song and banda, but we made the version bachata and we are working on it. And we are very excited because it sounded really good. And I believe that you guys gonna love it, the new song from Invasion Latina, Ya Acabó.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's produced by one of Grupo Extras
Nene,
musicians.
Nene Flow.
Nene
Yes.
Flo is his arrangement, and it sounds really great. I think we're probably gonna come out like in 2 weeks. It's gonna come out 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Well,
on our
you guys for sure are gonna announce it, and you guys gonna put that on your Spotify account, right?
correct.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
we're gonna do that, and we're actually for the first time trying to work on a music video for it
Good.
with
Well,
some.
maybe you should plan doing the music video in Hawaii. I don't know. Probably a good idea.
That's the
That,
plan.
that would be something nice also too. With some dancers on there, some
Yeah,
really that bachata dancers and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. You could actually fake it. It's like I know you're in Hawaii, but you could call the background Dominican Republic. you could fake it. Probably, but guys, how did you? Because I know before bachata, when bachata was not popular yet, you guys are already playing music. You guys were doing live concerts already. So why is it? Why is it bachata? Why did you, for some reason, you concentrated and focused on bachata at least 80%?
Well, my opinion,
No,
well,
you know.
my not my opinion, but my
We
the
love
reason
music.
the reason we decided to go bachata is first of all, there was in that time there was only one bachata band.
That's true.
Hey, and then everybody started, it was starting getting popular the bachata, and I don't know how many years we're talking about, but
Like already 8 years ago.
like 8 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah,
So then we started seeing more clubs with bachatas, more concerts with bachatas, more festivals with bachatas and stuff like that. So I told Marlene we should do bachata, and the reason is that there's not that many competition here
Yeah.
yeah,
to start bachata. Like cumbias, there's a lot of cumbia bands here. Bandas, there's a lot of banda
Oh,
bands
some more.
here. So let's do bachata. It might help us out a little bit. And that's what I told Marlene, and she said, let's do it. You know.
yeah.
And Kenny was the one who gave us the opportunity for
Yeah.
the first
It's
time.
true. Yeah.
Like the one who opened the door for the clubs for us. Then he introduced me with you. Then he introduced me with other people. He actually took us to Mexico and perform already. So we're international now. So
That's good, man.
so
So
so that,
you could now technically say, hey, we've traveled outside of the country already and did some concerts, and
yeah.
you could claim Hawaii too, because Hawaii is a different country anyway. It's not United States. Technically it wasn't United States, and then it became the United States, and they're working on that in Puerto Rico, right? That's what they're trying to do. But um, so because there was a need for bachata music, especially live band, local bands. There was a lot of local salsa band already, local Mexican bands already, but there was not much in bachata, and you guys did that. And you know what? Most Southern California and Northern California has gotten to know you guys, and it was fresh to do that because live music is something else when you dance. It's like going to the capital, going to Dominican Republic, and going to the barrios and to the clubs, and going to Puerto Rico or Cuba for that matter. It's all about the live music. There's band on the street, you know. And when I think of you guys, I think of that not just a fancy stadium concert or whatever, but it's much more of like an intimate type of
Intimate.
vibe. There's a certain vibe, and that's one of the reasons that I kept inviting you guys at Allegro
Yeah.
in San Francisco before, which was really cool. So, okay, so you had this new album coming. What's the title of the album again?
It's a single actually. It's
Oh,
the
the
name.
single. What's the title of the single?
Ya acabó.
Oh, okay. And
Don't-
and, and it's originally a Mexican song, but then you convert it to bachata, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The version is from Becky G.
Oh,
And Mar
okay.
is a Mexican band.
Oh, okay. Now, how many do you have now in the band for members?
When it's bachata, we have three percussionists. We have bass, keyboard, guitar, and two singers.
Oh,
We
wow.
are yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I don't remember what we're talking. How many people? How many members are coming with you to Hawaii?
For now, it's gonna be seven.
Okay,
For now, seven, but we're working on probably taking a full band so we can play some
okay, all right.
with a couple of horns. So
Yeah, and you told me you're probably gonna take some what do you call trumpets and
yeah, some horns, like a trumpet and a trombone.
now can you do a concert 100% salsa?
I could do a concert, 100% concert.
What I've
Yeah,
known, what I've known from you guys is how long do you practice? Let's say there is a song. It's like, hey Marlene, can you sing some Dominic Marty song like in an hour? Uh, uh, are you guys that fast to rehearse it?
Yes, we can.
yeah.
That's always the case, right? I mean, of course you do the sound tech rehearsal and you do the practice right there and then.
What
Um,
happened? tell you a story that happened with you know Monchi, right?
Monchi,
Uh,
yeah.
Chi.
okay, so he came once, and then we were gonna be the man who was gonna play his music while he does 3 concerts in LA. Actually, one in Allegro. You were there, I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, I was at Munchie, and what's her name?
Natalia.
Yeah, Natalia, Natalia. Yeah,
So when he came like a day before,
yeah.
and then we had rehearsal. We went to the rehearsal. So the music that we learned was not the one he was going to play. Or
Okay.
like it was totally different. She told her no, okay, Natalia can't sing that or stuff like that. She's not ready for that, and then, like so we had to learn other songs on the spot. You
On
know,
the spot. Uh-huh.
on the spot. We had to learn other songs. Good thing that we already heard them, and that's how we did the concert.
Yeah, but that's the thing about what I like about you guys, because you're true musicians. Because only true, real musicians can do that. Can just do it like that. I mean, if they ever have a request and everything is like, hey, can you play key of G? What does it? I could do it. I could just play around with it, play it by ear or something. But that's what makes you guys special, because not too many bands are flexible like that. It's like, hey, we didn't practice this. We're not gonna do this, man. I can't do it. It could have been a mess with Monchi.
Well, in Allegro, one day that we went there, I don't know if you know this story, where we went there, and that time it was the time that one of the famous banda lady she died, like Jenny Rivera. I don't know if you heard of her. Yeah.
I
So in
think
that
so. Yeah.
yeah, and so in that time, like it was that big noise that she died and stuff like that. So and right there, like I was doing the sound with Mauricio, we were trying to figure out, while Marlene, and the guitar player, just came up with a song, one of her songs like that, with the rhythm and everything, and we played it at night. Like
Yeah.
we invented it right there at Allegro.
Uh, Mo told me that. It's like, hey, they just wrote that song. I was like, are you kidding me? They just wrote that song. Yeah, they just wrote that song today. Now, in the new album that you guys have, because I was listening to the Spotify, which includes a collab with Manny Rod, um, did you guys write your own songs in some of those songs?
Yeah, actually, I wrote 2 songs we have in our album. First of all, one is Falso Amor. I wrote by myself.
Falsa
Uh,
Amor was good. Falsa Amor, I like.
I
Yeah.
made some more. I wrote that song 4 years ago. And also, I wrote the song Prisionera. Uh,
Presionera, yeah.
yeah, I did that song like 20 years ago.
20
So
years ago. Okay.
Wrote it.
I wrote that song 20 years ago, but I was with the hope to make it a cumbia version.
Yeah.
But all the things happening, the God, the destiny, I don't know. We made it a bachata version.
Well,
And I,
you could still make it a cumbia version. Everybody does that now. You know?
and,
But by the way,
we,
can you raise your volume a little bit there, Emerson? Raise your volume.
My
oh,
volume?
the volume.
Yeah, use your volume, because I think I'm the loudest right now. You guys are soft a little bit. So when you raise your volume, you're gonna come out. It's gonna be louder. Okay. All right. So
Uh,
try to speak.
Okay, habla más fuerte.
Way
can,
better. Way better. That's good. Yeah.
or maybe we can be a little bit close.
Now,
Yeah.
Marlene, did you
Yes.
always know you can sing?
Um, yeah. Since
So you sang even when you were a kid already, yeah?
my dad, he discovered me singing when I was very little, almost
Yeah.
in a baby. My dad used to be a musician, so I got all the music
I
knowledge
see.
to my dad, and he's now in the heaven.
Yeah.
So he taught me how to sing. My first school was singing in mariachi. I was singing mariachi before, and after mariachi, I started singing with the orquestas, cumbia orquestas, and until now, we am doing with Invasion Latina.
Yeah.
So so I've been singing since I know I have reason in my life.
Wow. Now, Marlene, you're a Mexicana, yes? You're a Mexicana El Patron Tequila, right?
Yes,
Okay.
100% mexicana.
And
Sí.
then Emerson is a Salvadorian.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Salvador.
Uh, but he loves Flor de Caña. But okay, so how many years has the bachata band, quote unquote, been formed already? How old are you guys when it comes to uh, 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 bachata concentration of playing?
I'll probably say that the day you saw us the first time, that was
Yeah.
our first gig.
Really? That was really the first gig? You guys sounded so good. I thought it was a recording. I really thought it was Manchi and Alexandra, to be honest.
First gig, yeah.
It was our first
Never
gig.
not.
It happens on
Oh
2014.
wait, no, never mind. No, yeah, that was. After that, we went to the battle of bachata bands at Stevens. Right?
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah, that was the first one.
So yeah,
Okay, now aside from bachata, how did you guys meet? You together, and when you guys met, was were you guys musicians already?
uh,
Yes.
it was a long story. Well, when I used to stay with my dad, we used to have a band.
Yeah.
My dad, my sister, and I, we went playing together in private parties and clubs. Until my sister, she got married, so her husband, he didn't let her to play it anymore. So she leaves the spot until I met Emerson, and he got the spot of my sister. So
Oh,
thanks to my band, my dad's band, I met Emerson. Yeah.
now Emerson, how did you start with music? Did you study it? Because I know you're a very talented guy. Uh, uh, when it comes to instrumentation and reading music and all of that stuff. When did it start for you?
It started because my uncle, like when he bought me a piano, because he was a conga player.
I see.
He played cumbia. So then I used to go to rehearsals, and then I never studied it. I never went to school for it. I just
Wow.
learned it like seeing, asking, and practicing, and that's. But before when I started, I actually started playing bass.
I see.
You know, then after that, I went to the percussionist. Then I end up with the piano. So yeah, at least I know a little bit of something. But yeah, that's how I started. You know?
That's good. Now, we know that in bachata there are key instrumentation there that has to be there when it comes to playing bachata, when it comes to having a live music in bachata. What are those instruments?
Bongos, guitar,
Wira.
and the wira.
And those are important thing, huh?
Very important
The
thing.
bass.
What about the kick band? What do you call it? Kick band or what?
The kick bass.
The kick bass. How about that? That also includes kick bass, also, right?
There's some bachatas that don't have kick bass.
I see.
Not necessary. There's depending on the type of bachata you're gonna be playing, but there's some that you don't need to put a bass kick. But usually, more traditional bachata do need a bass kick. You
Yeah.
know, mostly all the bands that play traditional use a bass kick. Yeah.
And mainly, you guys were playing a lot of traditional back then. Is
Yeah.
this the type of music you prefer pretty much, or because right now I know you guys are doing fusion now and doing a lot of modern songs, but one thing I know that even if you're playing those songs, you could tell they're still bachata. you know, it is still bachata. It's not one of those remix thing.
Yeah. 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 No. Yeah.
We love to make both. Both sounds, we love it.
But to be
Yeah.
honest, we like more traditional.
I like both.
I know Emerson like traditional stuff. I love it when you guys play traditional because traditional group love you guys for that. Uh, there was a time when you guys were just playing medley and a lot of traditional medley there. It's like shit, Even Carlos Cinta is like, what the hell, You remember Carlos Cinta like just pointing at you, you know. And then there was even a point where I tried to attempt and sing a song with you guys. God, I couldn't. I couldn't even speak Spanish. Tú eres ajena, right? Tú eres ajena. Yeah, but
Ajena, no gallina.
I'm Filipino. Come on, But Now, Emerson, you have this new thing, the sound system. It's a good business because it's pretty expensive, and it's a lot of work. So, how'd you get into this?
Well, I I I, I start getting them doing festivals, and then I think my first festival I did it was Kenny's. I think,
Yeah.
you know, his first BKS. You know, I try to help him out and
Oh,
everything. And
you mean our first BKS, because the first BKS it
Oh,
was my own. Technically, it was my own. It was legally I owned it. But anyway, that's besides the story. Go ahead.
yeah, so that's how I started, and then I kind of liked it though. So then after that, I started investing money on it. You know, I started investing a lot of money on it, and then I started getting calls. Like in that point, the production wasn't like that. Wow, you
Yeah,
know, but the sound was great. You
yeah,
know, the sound was great, and they loved that. After that came the lighting, and then after that came the video wall, and uh, making festivals. 2.0, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's how I got in it. And after that, now I'm starting to get a lot of contracts from corporate events and stuff like that. So now I live out of the
Yeah.
music production. Before I used to have a day job and then perform at night and sleep 2 hours. Well, one day after the festival, I went straight to work without sleeping.
yeah.
She dropped
Working
me
and
off.
then go straight to the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
No
sleep.
kidding, man.
Oh man, be careful with your health. You can get a stroke. Be careful. Yeah, without sleep.
I was young in that time.
Yeah, but no, no,
No,
no.
I'm glad now you got a good gig, because especially when corporate start hiring you, that means you made it. Because corporate, here's the thing about corporate, when they hire you, they just want to get rid of that budget.
Yeah.
They have a certain budget every year, and they have to spend that money every year no matter what. So, but there is a reason why corporate hire you, because the things that you do now, uh, it looks very professional, man. The screen right there, the lightings are exceptional. It's not like a typical festival before the pandemic, but now
Yeah.
it's much more professional. That's why when I was looking at Denver, I said, "Hey, Emerson, is that your baby right there?" Because it looked like a no, that's not mine, man. It's like, man, that's the way you do it. It's like I thought it was yours, but okay.
No, no.
So, to those of you, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't know who hired Emerson, he has a band. It's called Grupo Invasion Latina, and it's probably the only band. You know what? It's probably the only band in the United States, except probably some New York. I don't know if they have some local bands there, but really, it's really the only band in United States, unless they invite people from the Dominican Republic, usually, but that's about it. And and most of the time, these promoters invite people from the Dominican Republic. They have a hard time because they have to pay for the visa, and they have to cross their fingers because some of them cannot cross or pass the border. Invasion Latina is here. They're a very versatile type of band. If you want 100% concert for salsa, they could do it, and they could do it. If you want 100%, cumbia, banda, or whatever, merengue, they could do it. They could play everything. That's what I like about them. Um, I I'm glad that you guys are coming to Hawaii now. Have you ever been to Hawaii before?
Never. It's gonna be our first time, and
Ah,
I will try it.
you're gonna get addicted to it. It's good. Uh,
Yeah.
I go there twice a year just for the fun of it. And I go to the same spot too. Oahu is the only island I like, that because I'm not a laid back guy. Some people, I don't know about you, probably you guys just want to relax, stay in the hotel, stay on the beach. For
Mhm.
me, I want noise. I want noise across the street, crowd, the horns of the car, the traffic. I want that, but at the same time, I want the beach across the street,
Beach.
and that's Oahu. That's Honolulu. Maui, Kauai, and other islands are not like that. You know. But I'm glad you guys are able to make it. Looking forward to it. We'll have that concert Saturday. Um, I'm trying to see if we could do outdoor concert. I think we need a permit for that, but I was just speaking with Charito about it. So we'll see what happens. We'll work it out. Now, do you have a new band members now, or is it the same cats?
The only the guitar player is the same, Victor Salvatierra.
Oh,
Uh,
Victor is good. Yeah.
yeah, the singer is still Adolfo
Who's to the
Fito.
sing?
You know, the bass player is the same. The widow guy, Mike, is the same. We just added one Dominican
Now,
musician.
you told me that this Dominican guy used to play for Grupo Extra or something?
Bachata
Bachata
Heights.
Heights.
Bachata Heights. Ah. So,
He,
okay, that's good. That's a good addition right there. By the way, how did you guys manage to work with Manny Rod?
Manny Rod always loved how she sings. You know, and like since he used to be in Grupo Extra.
Yeah.
And now after that he's doing his own, he always tell me, you know what, Marlene, I love how she sings. And like
Yeah, I love how he sings. I'm a
one
fan
day,
as
I
well.
mean, he's a great singer too.
Yeah,
You know?
he's really nice singer.
And he told me one day, hey, I want to do a song with Marlene, and he chose the song. Like I think his wife told him, look, this song will be great for you and your and Marlene.
Como si nada.
Como si nada song, and that song came out actually really great. So
It came out great and you got lots of views on YouTube. That's probably your highest views there in that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, actually, yeah, YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, not Spotify, YouTube. You got like over 150K, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then you got Spotify. What's your highest view on Spotify? What's the song?
Amiga si lo ves is the top one.
Yeah, that's your highest so far.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, when did you start the Spotify account?
A Spotify account started 3 years ago, I think, no?
Yeah,
4 years ago.
Years ago.
4 years ago.
but not when you released that new album though, right?
No,
No.
we just opened it that, but like we've been focusing in the last 2 years. Actually, from the pandemic here, we start focusing on putting new music every certain time, and that one probably has a couple months, not even a year. And Amiga Si Lo Ves
Yeah, we released on June.
on June,
Mm.
you know, it has almost 500,000 streams.
Wow.
No,
Yeah,
Thank God.
almost
no,
half.
that's really good. Now you, Emerson, are you retired for managing artists?
For the moment, yes. We
I
never
figured
know,
you.
right?
I figured you can make more money on sounds.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's always the artist making money, but not the producer, not the promoter. It's always that. It's always that guy, you know. But all right, it's good stuff. Now, do you DJ on the side also, or you just do sounds?
No, I used to. I don't like to DJ.
I do.
She's
I
Do
do
you?
the
You DJ also?
we can switch. Yeah. Yeah. Doing DJ and karaoke host. Yeah.
Now, what's the upcoming concert for you guys in California? Is there anything going on?
Tonight we have a concert on Oxnard and Casa Lopez. Actually, we have two concerts. In Casa Lopez and Oxnard, La Victoria nightclub. This night. What else? We're gonna have a concert, salsa concert with South Puerto Rican Festival. When is the date?
19.
Then November 19th, we're gonna
But
be.
where? But where are they? Are they within LA area?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long Beach. Yeah.
Long Beach. Yeah, it's salsa, Puerto Rican salsa festival. Yeah, we're gonna.
So when they hire you guys, do they tell you to play salsa specifically, or they just hire you and whatever you play?
We're gonna play
They
bachata.
they just hire us, and then we just see what kind of event it is, and then we just focus on it. You know, even though like last week we performed from Tuesday to Monday.
Oh, the whole
Oh
week.
wow!
Yeah.
The
Wow.
whole week we performed. So on Tuesday we went to this one of my friends' club, and then it's a salsa and bachata.
Yeah.
So we were playing salsa and bachata, and then we saw the crowd, and we threw a cumbia in there, and
They
then
love it.
everybody started dancing. You know, like So like we just study
People
people.
love cumbia as well.
No, you know what's a funny thing? You know Carlos Cinta, right? He was DJing at Dallas Bachata Festival, and there was a Dominican room, right? So he was playing like Anthony Santos, and there was only 5 people dancing. And then he said, "Hey Rodney, watch this." I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'm gonna pack this place." I was like, "How are you gonna do it?" "I'm gonna play cumbia." So he played cumbia. All the people came. Then after cumbia, he played bachata.
Oh,
So I see what you mean.
So
um,
you
and
need
you
a
guys been to Reno? You guys been to Northern California? Uh, you've been to Mexico. Where else have you been?
Colorado, Las Vegas, San Diego. You know where else?
yeah. Right now, I don't know. We're everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's just a matter of people getting to know you guys because it's something. Emerson was telling me that somebody was gonna hire him in Hawaii for the sound, and I don't think this guy was aware that he had a band also. So like, oh, that's the thing. So
yeah,
it's just a matter of promoting, and that's one of the things I feel about Manny Rod. Manny Rod is a good singer. He's a good
Yes.
musician, but he's not getting the right promotion. Same thing with John Soriano. You know,
Mhm.
really talented guys, but they're not getting the right promotion or an exposure as much as the big cats, as where they have a promoting machine,
yeah.
and so it's just a matter of people getting to know you guys, and not just getting to know, but actually experiencing the vibe that you guys give during concert, which is cool, and all of that. So a lot of Bay Area are going to Hawaii to see you guys, and of course,
I have long time in the Bay Area.
the Bay Area is something else. I don't live there anymore, as you know. I wish I still lived there, but I go there once a month. Every time I go there, I get annoyed because of the traffic. But
All right.
then that's nothing new for you guys. You live in LA, so
Yeah, yeah, nothing
Yeah,
new.
nothing new.
it's the same thing. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about here? Okay, so here's that. Here's that. Now, you guys have kids?
No yet.
Not yet.
Well,
Okay.
he does. Yeah,
I do.
How
yeah.
many kids do you have?
One.
Oh, just one. How old is he? She.
25.
25 years.
25. Okay, well.
Yeah,
Well, there it is. There it is right there. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are doing well because after this pandemic, how'd you guys deal with the pandemic anyway? Because everything was shut down, right? Business was not good, right?
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
you know what?
For
For
the
us,
musician, for the entertainment, it was very hard to survive. So we used to do live videos on Facebook,
like
offering music for everybody. What
every
else?
Saturday.
And
Every Saturday.
the people, they help us a lot. They donated for us. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, we did a lot of videos. We had so much fun. Unfortunately, I lost my dad on 2020 and Christmas on
Yeah.
the pandemic, but it was a very hard year.
Well,
Yeah,
we lost a lot of friends and loved ones during the pandemic.
yeah,
Even in our dance scene, also, right?
yeah.
And we just lost. We actually just lost Kua, DJ Kua,
Wow,
a few weeks ago, and he was young, you know.
really young. It's
He was one
incredible.
of the he was one of the nicest guy I know, because I know he did the BKS before when Kenny and I used to collaborate,
Mhm.
but let's see. Also, I forgot something here. Now, Emerson, when it comes to music, when you learned it, is do you read music or do you play it by ear? You could determine it by just listening to it.
More by ear.
That's a gift, dude. That's a skill.
I know how to read, but I'm not sight read like
Yeah,
sight read.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
the paper I can study it and everything, but it's more ear.
That's a skill. Now, Marlene, have you taken voice lessons or just a natural voice that you have?
I think it's a natural, and I got classes. My dad, he was a musician,
Yeah.
and I was younger. I used to play bass, electric bass, so I got ear as well.
So you
And
play instrument as well, yeah?
yes,
Oh
Yes.
wow.
Mhm.
Wow, that's really nice. Really like a musician, a
Yeah,
musical family.
yeah, we are music family.
Does your son play something, Emerson?
Nah, he hates it.
He plays PlayStation.
He's PlayStation.
Well, that's what the young people now do it nowadays, right? That's what they do. So, what is your Spotify account? How can they find you on Spotify?
Find us on Grupo Invasión Latina on
Grupo
Spotify.
Invasión Latina, same thing on everywhere. Same thing on YouTube. Same thing on Facebook, Instagram. In Grupo Invasión, not Invasión Latina, but Grupo Invasión Latina.
Grupo Invasión Latina, yeah. And all the social media and the music platforms. Yeah.
Good. And then when is that new single coming out again?
Yeah, thanks
2 weeks.
for in two
We're
weeks
thinking
or
two
on
weeks.
December. So pretty sure this month or next month.
And now, when it comes to sound services and sound production and concert production and all of that things that you do for festivals, how can they contact you, Emerson?
Well, my number or by Facebook, usually by
Yeah,
Facebook.
by
Everybody
Facebook for
contacts
everything.
me usually by Facebook.
Same thing with the Grupo Invasión Latina, also, yeah?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
They, yeah.
Well, it's good to reconnect with you guys. How many times do you guys rehearse every week?
None.
Not because we play almost every day.
So, no need to practice. How about that? Love it.
Because
No,
we,
when
we
there's
play a lot.
we work a lot.
Yeah, we play a lot.
So what I do is I get a song and I tell them, you know what, we're gonna learn this song, have it ready by Friday. So everybody learns their part, and then at the
It's
event,
like a puzzle.
we'll put it together at the
Like a
event.
That is
puzzle.
so cool. By the way, uh, there is one recording that you did, a remake that I really like, guys. I really love it. I think that's my favorite of all. It's not your composition, but it's a El Verde de tus Ojos.
Yeah, you know that one.
That
You
is,
you
I
know
know, I know it's on, I know it's on audio, but the way you guys recorded that, that was just perfect.
yeah, it just needed a better production.
Well, yeah, and maybe guitar and everything. I mean, it could always there's always a room for improvement, but it's one of the best that I've heard so far. It's like, hey, I like this when it comes to traditional bachata and all of that stuff, and
You
that
don't
song used to be popular,
she,
What?
she don't, you don't like that song anymore.
It's my favorite song ever.
She plays so much that she's
It's
tired.
okay. We're gonna make her sing a lot of one Bautista song.
Yeah.
Man, it's my favorite right now.
You always
One of the things that I was pissed about that I didn't tell you guys, one of the thing I was pissed about is because there was some type of a deal that I made with uh, uh, God, I forgot the agent who hired Alexandra, that she was supposed to do a duet with Marlene.
Mhm.
And I know Marlene was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to it as well. And then all of a sudden it didn't happen. And then I asked, like, what happens? Like, she doesn't want to do it. It's like, what the fuck? you know?
that in a lake.
That was an Allegro. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Now, whenever we do things like this, and this was for you guys, it has to be written in contract, no matter what. You gotta write it in contract because, sometimes they can be an asshole and change their mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would have been, it
For
would have
her
been,
here in
it would have been a good collab.
Yeah,
LA. Yeah.
it would be awesome.
But anyway, we'll keep in touch, and I'll be flying. I'll be buying flights soon because I'm waiting for Southwest to have their winter sale. When that happens, then we'll get cranking on it because I know you think that it's still a long way from here. No, it's right there. It's gonna go really fast, and looking forward to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, BachataExpoHawaii.com. Their concert will be Saturday. We'll start at 12 midnight because that's when everybody is coming in.
Yeah.
And usually their concert is like an hour or hour and a half.
Right.
Sometimes they get carried away. They do it in 2 hours. That's up to them. That's really up. That's Emerson's thing because he's the director there. That's his call. Whatever. It's up to you guys. And then of course they will have a little extra time to tour Hawaii because they've never been to Hawaii before, and they're gonna make that video and call it Dominican background. But I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Do it Hawaii because no offense to my friends in the Dominican Republic. The difference between Dominican Republic and Las Terrenas and Honolulu is that Honolulu, they're both islands. It's just that Honolulu is more modern and Las Terrenas is more classic,
Mhm.
raw as they call it. So that's the difference. But either way, it's actually beautiful, whichever you prefer. So bachataexpohawaii.com. Uh, what is it? The Spotify, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram is Grupo
Imba.
Invasion Latina. So Marlene, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
Emerson, thank you. I appreciate that we get to reconnect over the years and reconnect now, and that I'm happy. And I'm happy that you guys did not stop to grow, did not stop to innovate in your musicianship, and that's where you are now. And so there are new things, and I think it could be really be exciting if you guys do it right. And hopefully your members have been loyal to you, so you guys work together well, and we leave it at that. And I wish you best in everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
thank you very
Thank you.
much.
All right,
Likewise.
You
bye for
were.
now, and I will see you in Hawaii.
All
Wait.
right.
Hold
See
on.
you in Hawaii.
Hold
Woohoo!
on.